Well, on Friday night, the Los Angeles Dodgers will come to Atlanta to play the Atlanta Braves. And that means, while it's a big series and a big weekend series, two very good teams, there's a secondary storyline, as you know, and that means that Freddie Freeman will be back in Atlanta for the first time in a Dodger uniform. Now, I've interviewed Freddie since he was drafted, and he's a great man with a great family and has just, of course, had a great career with the Atlanta Braves for 11 years. But I'm still angry at him. I'm angry that he's not a Brave. I'm angry that he allowed his agents to not communicate with him and instead sign with the Dodgers. I'm angry at him because he's not able to celebrate the fruits of the labor of what happened last year with the World Championship and instead is in Dodger blue. I'm upset that he couldn't have picked up the phone and called Alex Anthopoulos and tried to get the deal done with the Braves GM. And you may say, well, Bill, why didn't Alex Anthopoulos pick up the phone and call Freddie Freeman? But unfortunately, protocol kind of calls for the GM to go through the agent. Doesn't mean the player can't pick up the phone and call the GM, but the GM usually has to go through the agent. Problem is the agent did not tell Freddie Freeman of what was going on with their negotiations with the Braves. They did not tell Freddie Freeman that on the Saturday after the baseball dispute was over on Thursday, Alex Anthopoulos had been presented by them an ultimatum with two contract proposals of which he turned down. And then Alex Anthopoulos had to move on. He had to go and call Oakland and try to get the wheels started to make a trade to acquire Matt Olson from Oakland to replace Freddie Freeman because the Braves were reporting to spring training pretty quickly, like that next day, and they needed to find a first baseman. The problem is the agents of whom work for Freddie Freeman did not tell their client of what had happened. So then on Monday, when the Braves announced the trade for Matt Olson, Freddie Freeman was shocked. He could not believe the Braves had acquired Matt Olson. He wouldn't have been surprised if his agents had told him about what had happened on Saturday. So the agents did not do their job. They lied to their client, and I wish that Freddie would fire them because they deserve to be fired. But I just wish Freddie would have picked up the phone. He wanted to stay a Brave. And look, we're going to see him try to put on a good face this weekend and say he's happy in Los Angeles, and I'm sure he is with all that money. But Freddie Freeman wanted to be an Atlanta Brave, and for that, I'm angry. I'm angry that he's not been able to enjoy the fruits of what happened the last few months of the season as they have been awarded so much adoration from the fans each and every time people come through the turnstiles at Truist Park. It's not just about this season, it's about honoring them for what happened last year, and instead, Freddie is a Dodger. So, we'll see the ceremony when he gets his ring on Friday. That'll be great. He deserves it. But after he gets that applause, we shouldn't applaud anymore because he's a Dodger now, and that's a shame, but he could have stayed a Brave if only his agents have done their job.